Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Gotlegs. It's October 5th and it's time to start a new training block. So this will be the first part of the off-season training for me. Just got home from a nice vacation in Sardinia Wednesday. We arrived home and today is Saturday. So haven't been doing that much riding. Throughout the vacation I did a lot of strength training, walked quite a bit. So I've only had 2 sessions on the turbo trainer so far, and we'll do the ramp test today. Basically to set some sort of baseline for where my FTP is. I did another FTP test back in August and I was able to push out to 78 watts at that time at FTP. So hopefully I'll be around that same figure and hopefully I'll be better, but the realistic thing is to be around that 270 mark, basically be at the same level as I was a couple of months ago. Once again, I'm using Trainer Road to help me with my training this off season. The main goals are basically to be able to ride in some various Swift races throughout the fall. There will be a Danish Cup, I think it is, starting in the end of October probably, and having around 6, 7, 8 races each Monday. So I want to do good at those and basically just getting my levels up. I don't really need like that month off from the bike where I don't do any riding, don't do anything. I'm pretty motivated to get going again. And I will be alternating between riding the bike and doing my strength training because I want to do a big load of strength training in this off season, as I usually do, getting my level back up again after my broken collarbone. So basically we'll be doing strength training 2-3 times a week, doing the heavy compound lifts like deadlift, squat and bench press, and then doing some auxiliary work at the same time while also being able to ride the bike. So the main objective right now is to train 6 times a week, and that will be Tuesday throughout Sunday, and then having the Monday off until we start the Swift season, because then I think the races are on Mondays, so that will be a race day, and then I'll have to find out where I'll be putting in the day off instead. But so far we need to get the ramp test done. This is the Swift ramp test. I've done it before. It's not as uncomfortable as some other ramp tests. It's not easy either, but yeah, I usually don't do very well at these tests, so we'll see how it goes. So let's get started. I'm done now. I've done almost 49 minutes, basically keeping it zone 1, zone 2 for the most of the duration, then doing 2 like pushing intervals going from zone 2 to zone 4, zone 5, 3 minutes, 2 minutes rest in between, then doing it again, and then just doing 2 times 12 seconds, 80% sprint. So warm up now, and it's time to do the test. Don't really know how the legs are feeling, but we'll see at the end of the test. That's just insane. Whew. Oh, so hard. In the end, stayed seated, which was nice. Whew. I can't really remember. I think I tapped out at 400 with something like 15 or 20 seconds to go. So got further than I anticipated. According to Swift, they say my FTP is at 297, so a whopping 21 watts higher than back in August. But we better check what Trainer Road says when all the data is uploaded. Alright, so no update in Trainer Road just yet, but I think the last thing I saw was that I averaged the last minute 393 watts, and if you take like the 75% mark of that, it should be 294.75, so 295. Still pretty good, pretty satisfied with that. Of course, I will get back with more detailed numbers as soon as I have them. So now it's just time to basically just spin the legs and see what else we can do today. Fresh out of the shower and my training is done. I ended up doing like a short race, or not short, about 45 minutes of racing. Afterwards I was pretty beat up, so wasn't that much of a race, basically just me hanging on. Anyways, I've had the chance to look at my data and training peaks, and the thing is that my Garmin computer takes the power numbers from my my power meter, whereas Swift takes it from my turbo trainer. So they're a couple of watts off. So I think that Swift had me at 393 or 394 watts for my best 1 minute power, whereas my Garmin had me at 389. So just going with the Garmin data, because that's what I will be using when I'm also riding outdoors. The best 1 minute power, 389. That leads me to an FTP around 292, which is quite nice. It was a bump up from the 278 that I did back in August, and basically shows that there's been some improvement from August until now, which I'm very happy with. So what will happen now is that we'll just let Trainer Road do its thing, make sure that I'll have a training plan that I need to follow. As I mentioned, I'll also be doing some strength training. I'll be doing strength training 3 times a week and then riding for the rest of the time. So the amount of hours I will be putting in strength training won't be as much as I will be into the riding. So that'll probably be around 3 hours a week, 1 hour sessions per time. Whereas my riding will probably be more like 1.5, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours on the better days. So it will be really interesting to see how my fitness increases throughout these couple of months. So stay tuned and keep on following me. If you like what you see, make sure to subscribe to the channel, watch the other videos, and until next time, bye!